Podcast, Savage himself, Matt. Here live and direct.
Matt, before we start talking about wrestling, today he came out the woodworks. I don't know where he came from. But he challenged you again. He challenged you again. Terrence wants to debate you. And you say, what do you say to this, Matt?
Bro, it's going to be another 2 weeks before you postpone this one. And then another 2 weeks after that. I'm over it.
You're over it?
I've been over it. I don't even know about the debate about.
That's another thing. I don't know what y'all about to debate about.
I don't even know what we're about to debate about.
I'm just here for it. I'm here for it, though.
I guess. It sounds good.
Matt said he guessed. God damn.
Ain't my fault, man. I got amnesia fucking with this dude. Messing with that dude. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see if the great debate finally happens between the podcast Savage and the original Crash Out King, Terrence. The original Crash Out King. We're gonna see. I mean, he went to Colorado. He's out there. He's out there in the thin air. Maybe he remembered.
Maybe he's hitting some other thin air. Like, I don't know. Maybe got some
but I was shocked.
Maybe got some thick smoke out there now. Like maybe that got him out here because his chest all pumped up.
I was shocked that he came out and just literally it came out the blue. No, did he? Like it really. We wasn't even talking about nothing. I mean, he said, he wanted to challenge you, Matt. I was like, yo,
we gonna pray for it.
We gonna get right though. We gonna get him right. Hopefully, he does show up.
My thing is, he was out here saying in person. What you want to do in person? Oh, here, like leave me alone. I don't get what was going to do with that one. Like that,
he want to debate you in person.
That's what he said. You ain't read the messages. Read the messages again, bro.
Man, you know how our group chat is. That's 100 messages pop up real quick.
They ain't on me.
Nah, it ain't. But listen, let's get on to this wrestling. Good old wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight. We had some very interesting things happen.
Go home show wasn't bad.
This one was not bad at all.
I mean, Raw wasn't bad either, but yeah, nah.
Yeah, I can. Raw wasn't bad. Raw wasn't bad.
It wasn't a bad going week.
Raw wasn't bad. This was a nice couple shows they put together.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, you know how we do. We're gonna jump around. We ain't following no format tonight.
Ain't no format to follow.
Let's talk about it.
It's a RocBoys podcast, baby.
Alexa Bliss is back.
Yes.
It's been going around all over the internet. Matt was sending me stuff earlier. I was seeing stuff going on, and they gave it away when they said that when Selena Vega was looking for a partner. They just basically rolled out the carpet. We knew what was happening.
Cause she's home. They say like it was the hometown hero.
She's
Ohio.
from Dayton, and they was in
No,
she's not from Dayton. No, she's not from Dayton. She's
from Ohio.
Ohio, yeah.
Yeah.
It's her hometown state, as they said.
Uh-huh.
But so Alexa Bliss is back, or this was a one shot?
No, it's ain't a one shot.
Because of what happened with Charlotte in the back?
Exactly. Mind you, I don't appreciate them with their mic work. They got to do something with their audio because it was like,
you couldn't hear it.
Nope. And it didn't land the way it should have. Granted, it still made a point because it's like, I honestly think we should go that route with Charlotte. Have Charlotte face the Y6, bro.
Listen, bro. I mean, it would be Liv, and it would be what's her name?
Charlotte or Nikki?
No, yeah, Nikki Cross.
Alexa Bliss got hit on both of them for real. She got business with both of them.
Yeah.
I'm saying that I love the fact that they did this shit with Charlotte first, though.
Do you think that brings back the Y6 quicker?
It could. It definitely could. I mean, they said that so Alexa Bliss it's going to be tied with them. It was just more or less for the fact of injuries happening and her. I'm saying, I guess them not just ready for the launch of everything again.
Right.
Because what happened with it was Bo.
Bo,
Of
yeah,
course,
Bo.
he had his injury, and I guess that's what kept him all off air. But I mean, they could have went forth with that. They could have had him still do promos and everything like that. That would have kind of built it and led us to Alexa doing everything she needed to do. But it's all good. It's all in due time.
Yeah, all in due time. I just want the Y6 to finally come back and let's get a progressive
Yeah,
storyline. Still got one of the best debuts, but we haven't got too much really since that. If you want to be technical, bro.
No, we haven't.
Too much.
I will say the Wyatt effect is definitely real because it's like whenever you face a Wyatt, you change afterwards.
In a good way.
No, I'm saying, but for the superstar, yes. But I'm saying like you just go a different direction. Like you're not who you were going into the feud with the Wyatts. Prime example,
right?
Chad Gable.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. El Grande Americano
from the Gulf of Mexico.
The Gulf of America.
I mean America. The Gulf of I've been saying America the whole time, and then I mess up. Okay.
But either way, it's just the principle. Like it's still like anytime you face a Wyatt, you're always going to be changed on the outside. I was scared. I'm not going to lie to you. When these cuts happened, these recent cuts happened.
You thought they were going to be a part of it?
Oh, I was hoping to God they weren't, man.
I didn't think so. I wasn't scared about them because I feel like the Wyatts has been so ingrained in WWE. I don't think they're going. I didn't think that they was going to get cut.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, look at Shayna Baszler, Sonya Deville, Zoe Stark's the only one left.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just said about with the whole them being recently in tag teams. Jakara Jackson,
right,
just got released. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. It's like anything can happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got what you're saying. It can
even
definitely scare you.
Anything can happen.
It can definitely scare you when you think about it. Like you just laid it out. It can definitely scare you, but I just didn't feel like that for the Wyatts for some reason because I felt like it was the injuries.
Right.
It wasn't nothing else. But also, I mean, injuries is the reason why, Braun Strowman is not around. So
big time.
I mean, if you ask Paul Heyman, though, he sucks too, though. But,
that shit's hilarious, bro. That shit's always gonna be funny to me. Like him keeping a whole stack with him is funny as hell. But back to SmackDown.
Back to SmackDown. But
since
we always say we want somebody to keep it real, though, honestly.
No, always. But since we're talking about like with Charlotte and everything like that, you text me. And what did you say, Dave?
She fucked up on her promo.
She messed up.
And the crowd, and the crowd wasn't gonna let her live it down either. She stumbled on her first. Listen, when you stumble on the first couple words of your promo,
they gonna let you hear it.
And when she said, "I was out," just like in a rap battle, you lost that round. You lost that round.
I will say I liked it though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think she did terrible.
So what she did, so what she did to me is, she knew she messed up. She fed off of it, and then try to push it all together and try to turn it on the crowd.
I get that, and maybe that's where I liked it, is because the fact she did kind of save herself, with the whole promo. Yeah, like how she kind of steered it and turned the fans on, like, well, this is what y'all gonna do to me? It's me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I like that. It gave me the entitled, gave me like Christian vibes, if you remember. You know what I mean? Where Christian was literally saying like he deserves like the one more match and all that stuff. Always trying to weasel his way in. Felt like he was always entitled to that. The Daniel Bryan-esque type thing, where even when he would do it, when he would demand respect, demand you do this, demand you do it, You know what I mean? And then of course the Batista, Hollywood Batista. You know, where he was literally the guy, turned on like all the lights. Did his little spin around, his little pop. He no longer did the. Said, "Look at me."
Yeah, it's almost like he's saying like he was too good.
Exactly.
Charlotte basically did the same thing as well. Like I said, I wasn't mad at Charlotte's because she cleaned it up. Like you said, like
right.
Like Matt was saying, like she cleaned it up nicely, so you wasn't going to be too mad at it. Because if that would have been like a rookie or somebody like that, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked. They wouldn't have. It didn't hit a complete nosedive. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. I mean, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you think Tiffany Stratton would have nosedived?
Yeah, because she showed that before.
Sorry,
and that's the part I don't like that. I don't like that when it comes to that. But she definitely had done that before, and it's been proven where Tiffany gets fumbled and it gets shaken in the promo, and that's pretty much you can call quits to the promo.
Right. No, for sure. Now, I will say one part that surprised me.
What?
When Miss Jade came out.
Why that surprised you?
Because she ain't had to look that good.
Say,
yeah!
Hey, bro.
You.
I'm not trying to kill your moment, but maybe a week ago we went to a party and nigga had on the same outfit.
Why you gotta do that, yo?
That's the first thing I thought about when I seen Jay come on the hat on.
You ain't had to talk about Chicken Little. You ain't had to bring him up at all, bro. Come on, now.
That's deep flow right there.
Hey, yo, this dude, Dame, decided to come to his party. It was his birthday party, mind you. It wound up being an engagement party too. My man came in there and looked like a freshly new chicken brought onto the damn farm. All white, straight from the what's the name? Straight from Beyonce concert.
He looked like a backup Beyonce dancer.
He wasn't trying to be a backup. He was trying to be a front. He was trying to take Beyonce spotlight.
Yeah.
Cowboy
had on the same outfit.
I can't even say he looked like Future because Future cut his hair off. Now he look like Kelly Oubre. But like no. Dude literally came in there all white. The I don't even want to say cool blue. No, they weren't the cool blues, but either way, they were like, you know what I'm saying, his 11s. All white 11s with the icy blue bottom.
It was a cool blues.
They were they were cool. I'm sorry. My man was tripping. Big time.
But Jay looked like she had on the same outfit though.
She looked better.
Oh, without a doubt.
All right.
Come on. That's not
my thing is, you ain't about to rain on my parade.
Back to Jade, man.
Yes.
So Matt wish he was standing there that whole commercial break seeing what she was doing. Cause they really put her out there for the whole commercial break. Like literally.
Word. So, I mean, but either way, like I do like the fact that they kind of went back to that. Hinted to it, of course. And Jade kind of let her know. To the back of the line you go. Back of the line you go. And kind of just left it off there. Will they have a program? Yes, they will.
I love the build-up. I love this build-up.
I love the build-up too, because again, is it SummerSlam worthy? It could be.
Oh, for sure.
Is it Saturday Night Main Event worthy? It could be.
I think it's too big for Saturday Main Event, in my opinion.
It could very well be Money in the Bank too. Hey, we just going to, again, it's a summer that it's definitely going to happen.
We still got overseas too. I don't like when they go overseas.
I mean, it depends on where they go and for what event.
I'm talking about Saudi.
No, I mean, it depends on what they do. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Like, did I like their Elimination Chamber match they had that year? Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. You know what
I'm saying? Did I like the fact they had the Fiend win out there? Yeah. Because they needed that one.
Yeah, they did.
Did I like when it was a tag team match with DX versus the Brother Destruction? Hell no.
Oh, when K-Mash came off Triple H towards Peck, everything went wrong can go wrong.
When everything went wrong, everything went wrong. Now you see, I know WWE has like behind the scenes and everything going on with a lot of the stuff that they're programming right now. They need to have the behind the scenes of that event.
I think they did.
I don't think they did.
Remember Triple H was talking about it and stuff like that. How how it led up to it. Nah, bro, they got something out there about it.
They just need to do it again.
They want to see it again.
Look, even the Undertaker Goldberg match, do it.
No, I don't want to see that again.
Talk about that match. Why? Because again, a disaster. They need to talk about their disaster matches. That's what you have a special on. Shit.
We might do a special on it.
I don't care. We can do it.
It's gonna be entertaining.
It's going to very well be entertaining. Again, maybe we should put in the chat. Put as a poll. Would y'all like us to review some of the worst matches on WWE programming? Watch the whole match with us, and we do play-by-play.
Just WWE or WCW as well?
Oh, I'm not doing WCW, bro, because then WCW is going to open up the door for any other BS. And you know what BS I'm talking about? That other company, because that other company has too many.
I sent you some bullshit today.
Yeah, you did. And it was horrible.
Yeah, back to SmackDown, bro. I know. I listen, y'all. This is the way me and Matt pal.
Hey, this is what we do on a daily basis. It's like we literally just rap. We just talk all the time.
Right.
That's what we do.
But back to the subject. So we got Nia Jax versus Jade.
I like this match.
It was a good match.
I did not like the crowd. The crowd needs to stop it.
They was flat. They were doing too much.
They were doing too much trying to say that Nia can't wrestle. Bro.
Y'all tripping.
Yes, she can.
Y'all tripping.
Again, if y'all feel as though she can't wrestle, go watch her old matches. She's a lot better. Way better. I know we had to draw the narrative about babyface and heel, but come on.
Yeah.
And
babyface and heel, I don't even use that because babyface and heel don't mean that because you the heel you can't wrestle. So that's
understandable. Because I'm just like, but y'all don't even boo Raquel Rodriguez like that,
right? Who can't wrestle?
Thank you. Y'all want to boo Nia Jax? Shout out to Nia again. I love Nia's character work and everything like that. Again, her the way she imitates everybody. She literally imitates everybody she has a match with. I love that. I will say, though, I don't understand why Tiffany's audio was so loud.
Yeah, they made her seem like she was over dramatic and like
she overpowered a lot of the stuff. Like
did.
damn near the commentators.
Yeah, audio wasn't right on that one.
And like I don't know what they did. Like, why didn't they just have her on? They should just had her on commentary. Instead of sitting outside the table, like you had her on commentary would have made more sense because it's her number one contender. Usually, I had the champion sit there with the commentators, kind of just talk about the match as it goes on, who they would like to face. They basically like an interview, right. You know what I mean? And it would have worked out because just like, all right, well, you don't necessarily have a match at Backlash, no, but at the same time, who would you rather face? You know, they do stuff like that all the time. Just for the interference to happen, and it would have made sense. We did, however, I didn't see her attacking Tiffany, but it made sense.
It made sense.
It made perfect sense. Yeah, exactly. Like, of course, she's not done with Jade. Naomi's not done with Jade, but Naomi also is kind of helping Nia.
I mean, I said this like what 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
The family. I said put the family back together. The two women together.
You need to give me 2 more, and then you know what 2 more I'm talking about too. I just hope they sign
the twins.
Mm-hmm. The Tongan twins. I would love them to be there. They just want their match with the Bellas first.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Bellas, watch out because they're gonna whoop y'all ass.
Evolution 2.
Yeah, but so like I said, this was a good match though. Jade and Nia was in there working, bro. It was a good match. I was entertained this whole match.
I was too. I will say I was surprised they did not give Jade the win.
I wasn't.
The only reason I was surprised is because of the fact that they had the stare down last week. You know, and then of course they had Jade come out talking mess before the match even happened. That's why I expected a little bit more. Like, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the direction they went because again, what you're doing is you're building the anticipation. You're doing exactly everything you need to do for Jade. You're making the table for Jade to do what she needs to do. However, I'm going to put a prediction out there, Dave, and you're not necessarily going to like it because you don't necessarily like the way that this happens. But there will be a multi-woman match sooner or later.
These fucking multi-people matches.
I've been calling pretty straight for this whole year though, but it's going to happen just for the fact that Naomi has attacked Tiffany on a couple occasions now.
Mm-hmm.
She's clearly trying to get back at Jade, but at the same time, she wants the title for herself because they had her hold the title the other day. I mean, like the other week. So it's all bound to happen.
That's what you're saying. It's all gonna come together.
Yeah, it's all gonna come full circle. Where Tiffany's gonna definitely feel as though she's a big shot and she should do it. Now, real question: in a multi-woman match with those 4 in it, who do you have pulling out the win?
Jade.
Will they say it's too soon?
People can say that all they want about her. From the time she left that other company to now, you talk about somebody who improved their wrestling skills. She's one of them.
Oh, she's showing tonight.
And putting her in that position will elevate that belt. She will elevate that belt, bro.
Not bad.
What you think? Who you think?
I think they would give it to Naomi.
I like Naomi. Okay. I do like Naomi eventually. It depends on where this title change is happening.
And that's what I feel. I mean, I feel as though if you give it to Naomi, you could potentially make, again, you still have Jay chase it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and maybe you crown her at SummerSlam. And hell, who knows? We really don't even know what show Bianca's on right now.
She's a mystery until her fingers get held.
You get what I'm saying? I mean, I really feel as though by the time she gets back, the draft will have already happened.
Yeah, they haven't really set a true date for the draft yet.
I feel like they did, but it's like I
think they changed it.
You think about it's like on the back burner. Like you don't think about it as you should. It's funny.
I think they got too much storylines right now to really have a draft for them right now. Because you got the main storylines. Because you still got Crybaby. He's out right now. They talking about him returning soon.
Yeah, they're talking about him returning tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in the show. But yeah, so I mean, like Matt said, with this match, women worked hard. Shout out to them, and of course, with Naomi interfering, that gave Nia the win. So Nia is number one contender now,
mm-hmm.
And they're not saying when this match is happening.
Smart.
Right, so they're keeping us on. I think they're gonna add some more weeks to this build up. I think this might happen at Saturday night's main event. I think I can see this happening.
What, Nia and Tiffany?
Yes,
I think so too. I can see that. I mean, it's just at the end of the month, so it's not necessarily you're not spending too much
time away.
Yeah, you're not spending too much time on it.
True.
You know what I mean? You're making it happen. You're kind of getting it out the way. I do think they'll wind up. Do they pull the trigger with Jade and Naomi again?
You can, because I mean,
you see why I'm hesitating. You see why I hesitate saying it. Do you have multi-women matches that night?
I mean,
right.
Nah, I wouldn't want to see it. I won't.
You get what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm in the same boat. I'm just like, I don't know if they run it again. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't hurt, no. But I don't know if it would make the most.
It's too repetitive. To me, it'd be too repetitive. You don't want to keep doing that.
I only feel as though it'll be repetitive just for the fact you don't want, because you're only gonna have 4 matches,
right?
I don't think you're gonna do that match on that night and close it off that night. You know, I feel like though you're gonna probably wind up doing a different type of story to make that happen. Granted, it's not the worst idea. I've had worse ideas. I thought about this wasn't terrible.
I done came up with worse ideas. So I mean, we all done that. So I mean,
yeah.
If it happens, I'm not gonna be like
mad.
I'm not gonna boycott it and be like it's the dumb thing to happen. No, I'm not gonna say that.
No.
But am I gonna be overly excited for it? Probably not.
We'll see. Right, we'll see. They could probably. I mean, for real, they'll probably have that SmackDown and go from there. But either way, the match was good. The match was solid match. Love the fact that Jade is really developing a bigger moveset. Again, the frog splash off the turnbuckle. Loved it. Even like the view. But yeah, great match.
This guy.
I can't help it.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. You Richardson.
Hey.
Let's get into the Luchador tag team match. Bro. These motherfuckers here. Oh shit. These mugs here.
Yeah.
Ray,
hey, Triple A got something for Triple A gonna be great.
So we have Ray Phoenix
and Andrade.
Yeah, I know. I gotta stop calling him Charlotte's wife. I gotta stop doing. Charlotte's husband. I gotta stop doing
that. Andrade versus Los Garzas.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Definitely.
Definitely.
I like the chemistry here.
No. Oh, yo, these 4 killed it in the ring tonight. I mean, like Matt was saying with the Luchador situation. Having AAA, yeah. This is perfect right here.
Having AAA and then having somebody in the win to definitely go try to defend the belt or do whatever he needs to do. It's gonna be fun. Because that man's not a luchador, but he's on that. He's gonna be on that programming at least for a little bit.
I think that's where he's going. Period.
I don't think that's where he's going. Period. My thing is that you can't just like with him. You can't ignore. It's gonna be like the elephant in the room if he's not on the show. You know what I mean? Like it's like you had to have him on there to do something.
The only reason why I hesitate when it comes to him is because they didn't give him a new contract. They just reinstated his old AAA contract.
Exactly.
So that's why I believe he's just going to stay with that brand. Bringing him over.
They just made a TKO deal versus the AAA deal. Is what you're saying?
Right. Bringing him over opens up Pandora's box to a lot of crazy stuff that he done.
At the same time, you know what else it does?
What does he do?
It opens the doors up for a lot of other people from Pandora's box. especially rowdy ones.
I get that, but when you do things that he's been accused of,
people been accused for worse and get mentioned all the time.
Well, I ain't gonna say accused. He was. Never mind. We ain't gonna get into that.
We're not indicting anybody.
Yeah, we're not indicting. Ain't nobody snitching on nobody.
Mm-mm.
But yeah. But hey, whatever. Back to this match. This match was freaking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They worked like me and Matt always say. I mean, we're gonna give people props when they work hard in the ring, but the chemistry was like immaculate in this one.
Ray Phoenix or Penta? Who's better?
Penta.
And
I'm gonna tell you why I say Penta.
The finisher?
No, I ain't about the finisher. No, it's about Penta. To me, is more believable outside of the luchador going against Randy Orton or something like that. Okay. More than a Ray Phoenix, in my opinion.
Ray Phoenix is literally like your typical luchador versus Penta is more. He's just bigger. So it's like him taking on somebody like that size makes more. Okay, I get it. Yeah. I get it.
But I can't wait till they come a tag team. Because this tag team division is going to go through the roof.
Do you know who I want them to go against? I would love to have them go against Fraxium, who also looked good tonight.
Let's talk about it.
They had a great showing tonight, to the point where they surprised the hell out of me for even winning the match.
I seen it. Well, once it wasn't for the belt, I kind of figured they was going to win it. Because that pushed them into what ended up happening. So Fraxium ended up winning the match. So that gives them the number one contendership. Mm-hmm. So now you got DIY that's mad. You gonna have Motor City Machine Guns that's mad. Yeah, because they feel like they jump in the line after deadly. They're gonna feel like they jump in the line but that's how in wrestling that's pretty much how it is. If you beat the champion, even if it's not for the title, you become normally the number one contender.
Respectfully. So Dave, with DIY attacking him in the background, you know where it's going. It's gonna be the Mania match. It's gonna be the tag match that probably should happen at Mania.
So Matt is predicting again. Listen, I'm not drinking right now. I wish I was drinking because if we took shots,
I'm on Red Bull right now.
No, I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? If we were doing a shot game for how many times Matt predicted a triple multi-person match, we wouldn't be able to do a show.
Nah, be out here looking droopy and sleepy like how I looked the last couple shows. That's why I'm on Red Bull today. I'm good.
I'm good. But nah, I'm with you though. It's definitely gonna be another multi-tag team match for sure.
In all honesty, I want it to be in a TLC match again. It won't be.
Okay.
But I feel as though if you add Fraxium in it, you have the right ones.
You do. No, you do.
You have the right ones.
Okay, Street Profits. I need y'all to calm down a little bit with this. Y'all put on the greatest TLC match of all time. Just calm down just a little bit, Tez. Calm down.
Maybe that's what I think that's the route they're supposed to go. But I think we're starting to see the cracks in Street Profits towards that heel route. Why? They weren't happy about having this match.
Hell no. They was pissed. They was mad at Nick Aldis for this.
And that's why I feel as though Tez saying what he said about their match is all about that cockiness. Okay. And it's coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's what we've been wanting from Street Profits anyway. And for him to go heel, I think we're starting to see a lot more. Why? They're not going to boo the Motor City Machine Guns.
And DIY, no.
They're going to boo DIY, of course.
But they built in already as the heel, so
exactly. I mean, you're not going to boo Fraxium for no reason. Of course, you see the cracks that are forming in Los Garzas and damn, what are they called? what do they call it? Legado del Fantasma. I'm saying you see the cracks forming there. So it's like Street Profits are probably the next tag team that would do it. It would make sense for them to go heel, just to kind of build more on that side of the fence. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I'm not mad at this, but them definitely getting pinned was crazy.
Like I said, I believed it once it wasn't for the tag team titles. I believed they was going to win it because now it makes chaos throughout the division of you can have people fighting people to get past them. So I mean, when the attack happened in the back, I was like, this is all perfect. So now it's making more division it's making more dividing inside of the division of tag team, and it's making it more interesting. Like we want to see these matches that's going to happen now. Because before, we was getting kind of slim and tired of seeing DIY and Motor City Machine Guns and Street Profits. That's why I always said they should have put the titles together. Yeah.
Adam Pearce, take notes.
Yeah,
because Raw's tag team division.
Let's do some. Let's think about this. WWE should hire Matt. They got this goddamn post running around on goddamn X all day long. I done sent it to Matt about 4 or 5 times. I keep telling him to fill out the application. Like, cuz, let's go, man. Stop playing, man. You know what I mean?
Do the people want that?
I want it. I got faith in you.
Do the people? My
people that
I'm trying to think of. I gotta give them a name. I gotta give them a name.
Yeah, you gotta give the people a name.
Yeah, I gotta give the people a name. I'm gonna work on it. Trust me. Y'all gonna get a name.
I just believe that if somebody sat down and really talked storylines with you and the way you are, the way me and you talk about storylines, I'm okay at it. Matt is better at it than me. In my opinion, Matt is better at it. I give him the props. I'm good at it. I mean, I got my times where I'm more like predicting storylines than coming up with my own storyline. That's what I'm trying to say. Matt really comes up with his own storylines, and it makes sense of where it can go. And he keep the story going in some type of way. He always try to find a way to keep the story going, and that's what I appreciate when it comes to Matt and his storytelling. But yes, Matt should definitely go fill out the application. And we'll make Ryan, Ryan gonna be right there with you, so you're gonna be straight, bro.
Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop.
Who that?
I don't know.
Whoop whoop though.
I see him in the chat. Say whoop whoop.
But yeah, Matt, fill out the application, bro.
I'll probably do it.
Yeah. Why not? Ain't gonna hurt.
Ain't gonna hurt. The worst I'm gonna get is a no.
Yeah, I mean, and if they reject you, we're gonna bring you up here on the pod, and we're gonna tell WWE, TKO, y'all messed up. Triple H, you messed up. That's all.
Word. No, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that.
But,
now I think about it, there's a lot of tag teams. There's a lot of tag matches tonight. Opening match was the tag match.
I was waiting for that because I thought that was like one of the best matches of the night. I was holding off on that because I like the chemistry that was going on in that match. But since Matt brought it up, let's bring up the opening match. No, we did not skip the opening match. It was part of my madness. Let's talk about the opening match. We had Jacob Fatu Solo versus LA Knight. Excuse me.
And Damian Priest.
And Damian Priest.
I got you.
Burping. So this was a good ass match. This right here almost makes me not want Solo and Jacob to break up because I feel like they can. You talking about add that to the tag team division, man. Add that to the tag team division.
As a powerhouse group on SmackDown.
See, in my perfect world, the tag team titles will be defended on Raw and SmackDown. and let them just run rush shot through the division on both shows. Yo, you getting Solo and Jacob, their chemistry, you can see it. You can see it in the ring right now. If you wanted to bring back the Wild Samoans 2.0, that is them two right there. In my opinion. I just like the way they work together when they're actually not having the underlining of somebody eventually screwing the other person.
It's funny you say that shit. It's funny you say that shit. But
what? Go ahead.
No, before we get there, I just want to talk about the match first. I like the match. I even like the tension that was going on between Damian Priest and LA Knight. From the beginning, before the match even started.
Oh yeah, how they opened it up the show. Basically,
they were chirping at each other right then, you know, and I like seeing shit like that because it's like you don't know how it's gonna go, where it's gonna go. However, lines are definitely drawn in the sand when it comes to those two, because Damian Priest is definitely getting booed crazily, and he's a babyface.
Do you like Damian Priest as a babyface or a heel? I'm talking about you. Forget what the crowd is doing. How you feel about him?
As a heel, I like him. I don't feel as though there's enough. Like, I don't feel like he's going to have enough time to become a babyface. He's had enough time. But then again, I say that, and I look at what he did even when he teamed up with Bad Bunny that year to go against The Miz and Morrison. And it was like it didn't necessarily work then too much. You know what I mean? So it's like I do want him to be a babyface and for it to work, but his look just fits better as a heel. Fits way better as a heel.
So to me, Damian Priest don't have enough charisma to be a babyface. That's what it is. It looks too forced when he's a babyface. And outside of his, I forgot we on YouTube. Can't say that. Outside of his appearance, you would have to do a 180 of his appearance.
And that's what I said. Like, it's
pray that some confidence comes with it. Because right now it wouldn't work.
His look it fits a baby face. I mean, it fits a heel way better than it does a baby face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The whole walking through the fire and all that stuff at the entrance. Like again, you look at it like this. Was Kane a better baby face or was he a better heel?
Kane was a better heel. I'm sorry.
You know, by all means. I didn't have to speak, didn't have to do nothing. Like, again, even when he took the mask off. Freak Kane is better as a heel.
Kane is not a good what about Taker? To me,
I think he was a better heel.
Okay. To me, he was a better tweener. I think Taker was a better chameleon, where you go into the storyline with Taker, and wherever the crowd goes, Taker goes with it.
Understood.
Damian Priest need to pick up that, and he will be fine. That's harder. That's easy. It's easier said than done. We talking about Taker, a 30, 40-year vet that been through a lot of stuff. But Damian Priest, you want that rub no diddy of the Undertaker. I mean, you're doing old school. You're doing some Taker moves, so you want that rub, but you're not getting it because of the way you.
He's not adaptable right now. He's not versatile as one would want him to be.
Right.
I get it.
Because
I get it.
So prime example was, go back in the day, you think of Taker. Taker and Orton, perfect. Remember Taker and Orton thing? Orton was technically the heel. Taker was technically the babyface in that.
Mm-hmm.
But Taker didn't have to change his appearance or nothing. But we just knew it naturally from Taker, the little things that Taker did.
Right.
That's what Damian Priest need to learn.
Or like when Taker went against Shawn Michaels. Didn't change his appearance at all.
He was a heel, though.
I'm talking about later on.
25? Heaven and Hell. Nah, Shawn Michaels was the babyface in that.
Even when he caused Taker that his championship match, he was the heel.
I said 25. That was 26. The following year.
Either way, I'm just saying later on, not the first feud. I'm saying later on, like towards the end of their careers. Well, Shawn Michaels' career. Let's say that towards the end of Shawn Michaels.
So WrestleMania 25 and 26.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I'm saying like, so was he a heel? Was he a babyface?
In 25, Taker was the heel. In 26, he was the babyface.
Or was he just a tweener?
Well, no, because you got to think about it. It was sympathy on everybody was trying to beat the streak in 25. 26, Michaels had to put his career on the line, and then all the shit he had to, all the stuff he had to do to get Taker in the ring, cost him at Elimination Chamber. Man, you talked about that plenty of times. All the little stuff he was doing. So if in reality, Taker was the babyface and Shawn was the heel.
Okay, let's take it to 27 with Triple H, who was the babyface, who was the heel.
I gotta go back. No. So what I'm saying is, because Triple H was there to revenge his friend.
Okay. That
was to me. That's tweener. Triple H and Taker was tweener.
Both
years? Matches. Yeah, both years. It was tweener. It was both, because you got to think about it. He came to revenge his friend. Taker came back the following year because I didn't want. I'm not leaving.
I ain't gonna go out like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go out on my back. No diddy. So yeah, that's the. But that's where a Damian Priest, if you want to become that type of, you got to learn the adaptability.
And that's all we get. That's all I'm getting at. It's a simple fact. It's like, again, we couldn't tell who was the face, who was the heel when it came to Taker for the most part. He always kind of blended the lines. Where, if I want to go and cross the line. It's a prime example. Hulk Hogan. His feud back with Hulk Hogan. He was flat out heel. Nuclear.
Who was heel?
Taker was.
Yeah, that's when he first came into the company.
Yeah. When no. I'm even talking about Big Evil.
Oh, you talking about Big Evil?
Big Evil.
That's what you talking about.
Big Evil. Big Evil. Big Evil will be a heel one week. Oh, he'll be a babyface the next week. He didn't care. All depending on who he took on. Because again, when he tied Hogan's foot up to that damn bike and rode through the hallways, was hilarious to me. I don't care what nobody says.
It was
hysterical. But then he'll turn around the next week and attack Zach Gowen.
I mean, that's the beauty of being able to adapt, like me and you was talking about.
Right. And I mean, once Damian Priest gets that master down, it'll definitely work out better for him.
If he gets it down.
You know who else does that very well too? And he's present day. Drew McIntyre.
Oh yeah,
Drew's a master at this.
Drew is a tweener for real. Literally. And Drew does it, as he say, for a cause.
everything has a cause. So with this match, him, yo, I ain't see it happening.
What?
No, man, I'm lying. I seen it happening. I knew it was gonna happen because he was the only one that wasn't in the match.
Yeah.
But I will say they have shown Jacob is a human.
So speaking of that, so not to backtrack, they did the same thing tonight with Jade. When was the last time we seen Jade take a one-on-one loss like this?
Take a pin.
Yes, it don't happen too often.
Jacob did get pinned, but Jacob definitely took the Claymore and did not get right back up.
That's what I'm saying. So when do we see Jacob get laid out? No, did he like that? We don't see this. So like you said, it's making it more human. Excuse me, but it actually brings more drama to it because honestly, you can take the other two out this match, and I would love this match even more.
Oh yes.
If you just gave me Drew and Jacob, you could take the other two and they can have a match somewhere else. Drew and Jacob, I can't wait till they have their one-on-one exact feud. It's going to be perfect. Hey, I got a little bug to drop in your ear too.
What you got?
He's healthy.
Which one?
Bronson Reed is healthy. You see, he hasn't been talking. He's been quiet. Not to say backlash. I'm not saying backlash. I'm just bringing his name back into our podcast energy because it's been very quiet without the monster.
Hear me out. The promo that was cut after this match that happened. Do you think it's him? Or do you think it's another cousin?
I think it's another cousin.
I do too. I just want to say you brought him up, which is very, very good thought. But I do think it's a cousin.
No. I brought Bronson Reed up because, like I said, we haven't talked about him. He was one of our favorites before he got that injury. And this is right around the time where he should be getting cleared, if not cleared already.
Mm-hmm. So I need some other people to get cleared too. Certain Emperors of Tomorrow.
She would fit in perfect right now.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, I'd actually like the feud if it happens. I mean, of course, she gotta go to Raw.
Yeah, she go to Raw for sure.
She got to fight the Genius of the Sky. I need that match. I need it.
Be a damn good match.
I need it.
A damn good match.
Shoot, if she wouldn't even take on on Lady Tiff,
I wouldn't be mad either.
You feel me?
I wouldn't mad at that.
You feel me? But like you're saying with this match, nah, that the promo that they cut, that Solo and Jacob cut afterwards, bro. I love that. I don't care how many times we got to hear it. It's the fact that dude literally was going off. I actually ran the play. I ran it back, not the play.
Make sure.
Yo, I'm like, yo, dog, like he smoking this, bro. I mean, I will say this: it is very weird that Solo has lost some type of aura. He lost some aura with this past year.
Look who they got him standing next to.
Very true. At the same time, I've said it before. I'm gonna keep saying it. Solo held it down last year.
MVP.
And it's crazy how he literally was definitely about to win world championship. And how we tend to forget that match happened.
We do.
No offense to who interfered with that match, but because there's a bigger story to be told with that. However, I feel as though that match should have probably been on a bigger stage than just Netflix. Now look at it. Granted, it was the grand opening. The grand opening for Raw. So I'm saying I get that. I'm saying so it carried a lot of aura right there for it. However, him to kind of just thrown under the rug was messy.
I understand what you're saying, and I really do. But think about this. You're in the first show of Netflix against the biggest star of this generation.
Mm-hmm.
The people's champ opened the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I'm not gonna say this is big as a WrestleMania moment, but it's up there. It's a hell of a moment.
However, Solo hasn't had his own WrestleMania moment.
And then hold on, we talked about that leading up to WrestleMania. That's a travesty that Solo has not had a WrestleMania match moment at all. I mean, he looked like Colonel Sanders this year. He had plenty of moments. He looked like Colonel Sanders this year, holding Jacob Fatu's wolf mask. Like, bro, you didn't even walk all the way down to the ring with him. Speaking of WrestleMania, bro, I know this is all off topic. I went back and I watched both of them, night 1 and night 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Night 1 washed night 2.
Yeah. I could say that off the top of my head.
Like, I really went back and I watched both nights. Night 1 washed night 2, bro.
It was already help. It was more memorable. You remember night 1 a lot more than you remember night 2.
Night 2
ruined wrestling as you know it. Intentionally.
No. Because it wasn't just that match that got on my nerves about night 2. But speaking of that, speaking of night 2. Yeah, see, that's what, you can't even. I can damn near run down the whole card of night 1. No, that's not even about that. I don't care. But I just watched it. But I tell you, I can run down night 1. I can't run down night 2. And I just watched it within like the last 2 days, probably.
For real.
Yeah, and I can't run down night 2, but I can run down night 1.
Got you.
And that's crazy when you think about it.
That's crazy work.
So
that's big crazy work.
Now night 2 had the moment, like the Joe Henders moment. You remember that? The Stone Cold moment.
Oh God! You gonna bring that up?
I said moments.
No, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, night 1 definitely it washed
night 2, bro. So think about this, right? Matt definitely talked about this. If y'all go back and listen to our old pod right before WrestleMania, Matt definitely wanted the tag team match, a TLC tag team match at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
You would have put that on night 2. It had been cooking with a little bit more grease.
Nah, you know they would have to put on night 1.
You put it on night 1. Night 1 is you killed everything. What you would have took off night 1 then? Jacob? Put it on night 2?
Very well. You could have. You could did that.
I mean Jacob would have stole night 2 then.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You could put Tiffany and Charlotte on night 2. And the only reason I say that because say like you would have, or you could have put Rey Fenix and El Grande Americano on night 2. I'm trying to just look at it, just like what would you do? Like, all right, no.
It's easy to
say anything. I'm looking at shortest matches versus longest matches. Because the second longest match on night 2 was Logan Paul AJ Styles.
You keep that on night 2. You don't mess with that match. That was one of the shining moments of night 2. For real. Think about it. Like if you think about night 2 matches, that's one of the shining moments of night 2.
But you really should have took off the New Day match.
Off on night 1?
New Day match shouldn't have been on Mania.
But that's what I'm saying. Remember when we talked about this, you wanted a TLC. You wanted that TLC match at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take off, I saw I'm asking you, because you put it on night 1. Night 1 is definitely killing night 2 for sure. Mm-hmm. You got to put it on night 2. But what do you take off night 1? You got to take the Jacob match off. Put it on night 2. That's the only way I can think you can survive.
Or what you do is you take the New Day off of night 2, right? You move Lyra and Becky Lynch's match to night 1. You put that TLC on night 2. That'll be the one you can move.
That's what I said. It got to go on night 2. The TLC match has to go on night 2.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Leaving it where it's on night 1, that would have been. Yeah, when you watch night 2, no, we know.
You're right. However, but I mean, no, you're right. I'm sorry. How about say like you get people warmed up for night 2, but you out here, you about to make them compare apples to oranges one night if you do that on night 1. You
literally, right. If you put that match on night 1, only reason why we watching night 2 is for Jacob and goddamn the main event.
For the most part,
But speaking
the
of,
forward was good too, though.
It was no, I ain't gonna hold you. It was. It shocked me more than what I thought it was. Yeah. But listen, speaking of the man who want to ruin wrestling.
What?
The man who wants to ruin wrestling. The last real world champion. John Cena.
John Felix Anthony Cena Jr.
I'm gonna say Jr.
Junior. Yeah.
Tonight he was throwing out nuclear bombs. He pulled out the grenade launcher, the rocket launcher.
John Morant the whole night, bro.
He dropped some bombs on Randy Orton, about Randy Orton.
To Randy Orton, for Randy Orton, for Bob.
They say he a third generation superstar. Well, who the hell is his grandfather? I say, God dang.
Hey, no, he was bad tonight.
Talked about his drug test from 2006, how he failed all them drug tests.
I'm like, all right, John. This what we doing today, huh? We're here tonight, baby. Yeah, we in here, baby. Yeah, easy.
You said the man ain't loyal. Just because you come to work every day don't mean you loyal.
Going off.
Damn, man.
John was going off.
This is promo. This is that I wish
promo etiquette 101.
Matt, you talking about something something that we wish we could see. I wish we could see them old Dusty Rhodes promo classes. From FCW.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wish I would. That's something I want to. That's something in the vault I would love to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because boy, this was Dusty smiling right now.
No, for sure. You do really good out there. Make sure you go ahead and do your thing. Do your thing, John. Do your thing. I really love what you do out there. You make a real believable. You and the Norton boy. You and the Norton boy just really good. Yeah, no, for sure.
Nah, Cena put on a promo by himself. Didn't need nobody to feed off. Shut the crowd down. Shout out to the crowd who threw the. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know that was a beer can at first. You know what I thought it was? I thought it was a hairspray. I thought I'm threw a hairspray bottle in there.
Oh no,
that would have been classic if somebody threw a hairspray bottle in that mug. That would have took it more than the beer bottle.
I would have spazzed.
If it was a hairspray bottle?
If it was anything.
It was a beer bottle. They threw a beer bottle at him.
I would have pulled Charlotte Flair and left.
You talking to a pros pro at the end of the day too, though.
Charlotte is too.
She ain't no pros pro. Get the fuck out of here.
Charlotte is too.
She's not a pros pro.
Don't do that.
I'm just being honest.
Don't do that.
Charlotte's a pros pro, bro. We talking about how she wasn't going up to Tiffany.
I'm only playing with
you. About to make me crash out on you. Goddamn, bro. We talked about how she wasn't a pros pro. But
don't switch up on me. Nah.
Yeah. Nah. But yeah, Cena just he went nuclear tonight, bro.
He should have though.
Matt, who was the mystery Orton?
Oh, it was the kid from NXT.
It was his son.
It's not his son, bro. Stop saying it's his son.
That's Orton's son.
It's not Orton's son.
He showed him how to do the pose and everything.
That's not his son.
I know it ain't his real son.
Everybody wants to say it's his real son. Damn it, it's not his real son.
I know it ain't his real son. I know that. I was messing with you.
I'll just be like this, bro. They don't stop saying that. It's not true.
But he took the attitude adjustment for him.
He did. That he did though. That he did.
Then,
it was pretty funny.
Yo, Orton, I was looking at Orton is big in the face. No Diddy. God damn. Orton been eating weights. Like
again, you look at the evolution of Randy and where he came from, bro. You would never thought that. You would never thought that. I'm saying, dude's not that lean cut anymore. Like literally, he's like Batista, huge husky, bro. Like, yeah. But this stage of Orton is a freaking beast. Let me just say that now.
I like the stage of Orton as well.
Yeah, like he seems like he's really like comfortable and do whatever he wants to do.
He has control. Orton got control over everything he wants to do. I mean, WWE status, Orton holding up the belt at the end of the show, that's not good for Orton.
I mean, it's never good for Orton. He's been the only one to get the arcade. He's been the only one to get his move off. Every week. Every time he faces John, he lays John out.
Yes, and tonight he laid out baby Orton, so Orton, we're predicting this on Monday, so if y'all want to go back, check out our prediction show.
Please do.
We already told y'all who's gonna win the match. The man is killing wrestling. And
if you don't understand what we're saying, obviously just do your history as far as stuff like that anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
The person standing tall usually ain't the person to win when the match ain't happened yet.
Yeah, just like Drew's not winning that title neither.
No, he's not.
No. Yeah. What do you think about this show?
The show wasn't bad. I like the show.
Yeah.
I like the show.
It was a good show.
Tonight was a solid A. I give it an A. Give it an A.
B plus.
Around A minus. You know what I mean?
Listen, both of these shows going into this was actually better going into WrestleMania. I'll tell you that. The WrestleMania go home shows, Friday before Mania, trash. Monday, very, 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 very forgettable. This was actually a nice week leading into Backlash this week. And we all know the crowd is going to be, their crowd is predicting being better than what what's it called was last year. Paris was.
Because I hear voices in my head.
They gonna sing that. Listen, they gonna sing that song. They gonna sing that song all night.
Yeah. No, for sure. They have to.
I mean, they gonna sing it all night.
What you still mad about?
That the show started at 7:00.
It's not bad. It's not terrible. It could be worse. Oh,
listen. Tony Khan can make anything worse.
Speaking of him,
go ahead.
He has made some headlining news.
What do you do now?
Oh, he didn't do anything. He caught a nasty stray. Javon Evans.
Oh, the Twitter rant.
Oh, yes. Ricochet decided to comment on Javon Evans, and Javon Evans had no problem letting him have it.
No diddy.
He said, my man, you was like, I'm being trained by HBK and everything like that, and all this stuff. So then Ricochet was like, oh, I was trained by HBK, did this, and became a champion, all this stuff. He was like, basically kind of trying to sun him.
Yeah, try to.
Javon Evans said, and now look at you. Selling out 12,000 seats. Something like that a week. And your owner's a crackhead. Working for a crackhead.
Yo. When I mean Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, social media,
bro,
is involved in wrestling like crazy.
Yeah.
They not holding back on these on the social media platforms.
And it was all based because of the fact that Ricochet said he would squash him. He said he would squash Javon Evans. Javon Evans was like, yeah, I mean, I bet you would squash me if Tony told you to go do it. You know what I mean? Like, if Tony don't make you, if Tony says do it, you're gonna do it. And he's not wrong. he's not wrong. Tony wants you to go out and dance like a chicken. Everybody gonna dance like a chicken. He wants you to go and say something bad about WWE. You gonna say something bad about WWE. That's what they do. They you know what I mean? They like his media team at the same time, his street team. It don't make sense. But boy, oh boy, you better leave that boy Javon Evans alone.
Javon Evans is only 21.
Bro. You know what he is. He's classified as
a YN.
Exactly. You don't mess with them, bro. Leave them alone.
Different. Yeah,
leave them alone, bro. Like Ricochet, don't do that. Go enjoy your wife. Enjoy your life. Leave that young man alone. I told you I come over here and mess with these young kids. Why would I come over here? Look, you literally you Red's dad, bro.
Wait till you know what I'm about to do. You know I'm about to put together one of them memes, right? Ricochet, Tony Khan, and I got you, bro.
Literally.
I got you, bro. Literally. That joint, yeah. You come here messing with these people for. You want some of this old man?
Yeah. No, exactly. No, I don't want none of that, bro. None of that.
Nah. So, on other news, let's get back to a company that really matters. TNA. What do you think about Trick Williams going for the TNA title?
It's expected.
I like it.
It's expected. Reason being, so it doesn't necessarily crowd Oba's title too much. Like you're going to have probably Javon Evans and Oba match to have that. And then it kind of prolongs the inevitable of Trick coming to the main card.
But to me, it actually does more for Trick because it's building more depth to his character.
Mm-hmm. No, exactly.
If he just would have came from NXT up to there, the easiest thing would have made him either tag with Carmelo Hayes, which we didn't talk about Carmelo Hayes. I just thought about that.
Oh, we'll talk about it in a minute. Okay,
no. It either would have put him with Carmelo Hayes or would have put a feud against Carmelo Hayes, which we already seen that course. If you watch NXT, we already seen it. We already know what that is.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have been the right thing to do.
No.
So I'm actually happy that he actually is a part of TNA. Well, doing business with TNA.
But back to Carmelo Hayes again.
Yeah.
I like this match.
That's why I was mad that I forgot to talk about it because it actually was a good match.
It was a good match, and Alexa Bliss cut a decent ass promo before it.
You can tell he's not used to always talking on the mic.
He don't like to, but I mean, when he does it well.
I like when he cut promos in the back, or he cut like separate promos. I don't think he's like a live mic person.
No, he's not a live mic person. Again, he's the
segment.
The video package type dude again, because of his dark character, it just makes more sense. I but for you know, I used to like him in the House of Black when they did theirs, when they would walk up from the dark, talk to you about something, and then he'll be the first one to fade back out. Brody King would come up, Buddy Murphy do the same thing. You know what I mean? Those were tough.
But I was developing character. That's why he did it the way he did it. Fade back to the back. It makes sense.
I mean, like he said, he's not here to necessarily repeat what he did before. I'm like, nah, those chapters are closed. You know what I mean? I came out here to do what I need to do. Where does he go after this feud? I don't know.
Only Triple H knows.
For now, I mean, I'll figure one out.
Nah. Yo, shout out to the Miz for taking the black. What's his name? His movie?
The Black Mass.
Yo, he
sells it. He sells it.
Perfect, though. Like he's right on point with it. It don't look rushed. It don't look over dramatic. You know, some people can oversell. The Miz times it right. Shout out to the Miz for that. Murder. Another person I want to talk about with a dark character. Shout out to Karrion Kross for having the second best selling shirt in the company.
Yeah, he's outselling John Cena and Jey Uso.
Who's number one, because he's number two.
I think Joe Hendry's number one.
Well, he ain't technically part of the company, but shout out to him too.
It's part of the company.
Shout out to him for that, because somebody that don't get ring time like that, and somebody who don't get the mainstream attention, to be outselling somebody like Cena and Jey Uso. That's crazy.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. We can beat to London, from Paris to Tokyo. Hey, come on, man. Come on, man.
Don't get us demonetized.
No, I can't get demonetized for singing the song.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Well, y'all better not, man.
Yes, the hell you can.
Y'all better not, man. Chill out.
That's dope that them two selling it for the last month. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Joe Hinder and damn Karrion Kross. And Karrion Kross ain't had no WrestleMania match.
Nope.
He had one last year, which was pretty decent. I forgot about it with AOP. I went back and watched that Mania too.
Yeah.
I've been watching Manias for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah. No, he
did good ass.
Oh, last year it was them against who? New Testament against who?
Shit.
It was the year before.
No, it was last year.
It was the year before. I thought it was
Philadelphia. It was Philadelphia.
It was Philadelphia. It was the Hurt Business?
No, it was Street Profits and Bobby Lashley.
The Hurt Profits. The Pride.
Wherever you are. The Hurt Profits sound better.
The Pride.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep. Because the reason why when you said it was they all had all green on. The Street Profits and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Now you think about that, yo. Only people left is Street Profits and Karrion Kross. Everybody else is gone. AOP going.
Did AOP back out? Did them go again?
Yeah, they going. AOP is going. Of course, Bobby's going, and then what's the Paul Ellering.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. It's crazy. But another person we want to talk about, your boy paid off all his parole fines. So you think he getting signed now?
I hope Zilla does. I think it was mainly like again. Your counter argument was the fact that Jacob was on it too.
Yeah, Jacob was on it at the beginning.
I still think Jacob was probably in a better position versus Zilla.
Yeah, he was. No, he was.
You know what I mean? Where Jacob was at least allowed to check in and travel.
Jacob's off everything now, so he's good.
Right. He was allowed to check in and travel versus Zilla probably wasn't allowed to leave state.
He was allowed to leave state because he was wrestling in New York and all that. Zilla's based out of Texas, but he was
that's what I really mean is again like he wasn't probably allowed to leave like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, on like extended leaves.
Yeah, I got you, man. Like we getting back home, get your behind back home.
Right. I say like
Jacobs was more of like a probation, and then I think when he got signed, they said, "Man, you with WWE."
They probably cleaned. They probably cleaned him up a lot better. Versus, and Zilla could have very well just like, well, I'm gonna just do my time for probation. I'm not gonna just like press the issue to get it off. I'm just do what I can.
Well, shout out to him, though.
For sure.
I would love for him to, by the end of the summer, around the same time Jacob appeared last year. When we in that low period.
Summer, didn't he? It was at the end of summer.
Oh, I thought Jacob came in like October.
I don't know.
It was like a low period though.
It felt
and I think he brought the energy back to the company for that. So if Zilla could come around that same time, I like it.
June 21st.
He came in June?
June 21st.
That's when he first appeared? Or that's when he signed?
He signed in April. April 7th. Yep, he signed April 7th and didn't debut until June 21st. Mm-hmm.
That's right, because he lost all that weight and shit. Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, Zilla, right now he's the 4-rope champion. He's the Booker T champion, the reality wrestling champion. He holds some belts right now outside of the company. I love how he keep putting up him, Jacob, and and Jay are the champions right now in the bloodline. I love how you keep adding himself in there. So you keep throwing himself in there with the bloodline.
I mean, they literally are direct cousins. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I?
Nah, I know. I mean, it makes sense.
They first cousins. I'm gonna say it all. Like,
nah, it makes sense. I'm happy for him to keep doing it. It actually bring probably more exposure to him.
Word.
For people that don't know him. Yeah, so Jacob Mizilla, I still think he goes to NXT first, though.
I think you would have to.
I don't think he's polished enough for the main roster the way Jacob was.
But at the same time, look at it like this. For all in which they did have him on there at first, right? Let's just say like with Jade. Jade didn't go to NXT. But she needed polish. She needed work, right?
It took her off TV, though.
They could do the same thing with Zilla.
The difference is Jade been on TV, national TV, before she came.
Understandable.
That's the only difference right there between them two.
Understandable. I get that part I get. But I'm just saying, like, the situation, they could very well just have him on there, but not necessarily have him on there. You know what I mean? It depends. I mean, even NXT is on TV.
True. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but
something you right.
NXT don't get as much viewers as, Raw or SmackDown.
The exposure is different. I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But hey, speaking of something, you watched it. We talked about it in the text. LFG.
Oh yes.
We had the girls' night and we had the men's night.
Oh yes. You know what?
Okay.
You know how I felt.
Okay. Let's talk about the women eliminations. Which one stands out to you that you felt like that shouldn't happen? That happened.
The one that I really felt like somebody should have won over the other person?
Yeah.
Only reason I can't say Bailey is the one that should have got picked is because of the fact that she's not as polished.
I don't give a shit.
But
I'm picking Bailey Humphrey.
Boy, Bailey Humphrey is going to be a gem.
I'm picking Bailey Humphrey over this fake.
Over Tyra May.
This fake. I don't know what she tried to be at times. Shelton Benjamin won't be a little Kurt Angle. Like, you don't know how to turn it on and off, so don't try it.
It's because she's more polished. That's why.
I don't want to hear it. Bailey Humphrey's not polished, and she got it. And she got it
for real.
That's the only elimination where when it comes to the women, it had me like.
It sucks because again. I mean, and I know we talk about the women, but it's like when it comes to Team Undertaker, it was both. He didn't pick the ones he didn't pick are literally because of the fact they just aren't as polished as the other one.
We can talk about
but in all honesty, they are better than them.
What about the women? I mean, any other women elimination that you didn't agree with? That was the only one that had me shocked when it came to the women.
It had me shocked too. I hate the fact it had to come down between those two.
And it had the best match. They
did have the best match. Zyra, I'm not really sold with Zyra.
You're not?
No.
I like her.
I hate the oxymoron thing that she's
the doofus look or whatever.
If we're gonna really be a doofus, go full on Festus. I'm cool with that, but you ain't do that. Ding ding ding.
Or what about
like
or what was the other one?
Dumas.
No, not Dumas. With the jacket on and stuff.
The jacket on.
My God. I can't say this word on YouTube. Oh shit.
With the jacket on.
Yeah, he was supposed to have been Mr. McMahon, illegitimate child at one point.
Hornswoggle, Heidenreich.
No, the other one. Oh my God. No, it was Eric Bischoff, cousin or whatever.
Oh, Eugene.
That's
Eugene.
Go full Eugene on me if you going.
Yeah, go Spec Ed. go full on spec ad. There, I got you.
Yeah, you know what I was about to say. I couldn't say that. If I'd have said that, you'd have knew.
Or shoot, you could have went Bubba. Bubba. Like when you
stuttering. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It would make sense. But you ain't do that.
But that's the only one of the women's that had me. I understand why they didn't keep her, but I believe
she shines towards the end of it. Like she has strong. Her last 2 matches were strong as hell.
Yeah,
but it was also too late. Again, I wish she had got there to stop crying early in the season.
Yeah,
that was pissing me off.
She looked good too.
She did look good. She
got the look. She will be on TV soon.
Now, P Nasty and the girl, I can't think of her name. I knew P Nasty was going to get it.
Oh yeah. That wasn't the one that looked like she switched up her whole look. She went from looking like a Power Ranger to
anime
she
character.
Switched up her whole, she switched her whole look up
in full cosplay. Like
yeah, P Nasty definitely a way. She strives ahead of both. She might be the best.
She had the best personality out of all of them. Best character work.
She falls into this
trap
of being Polynesian, and that's what everybody wants to see right now.
Yes.
She falls into that bloodline. Everybody want to put up everybody in the bloodline right now. So
just because the fact she's Samoan, yeah.
And she got tribal tattoos and all that. So
right.
Everybody wants to put her in that. So I mean, whatever.
Hey,
but to the men.
Hold on. And then about Team Mickey. The one girl that she didn't pick was better. She's another one that was better.
Oh, the one that Mickey actually cried and said, "I wish I would have take you home with me and train you."
Yeah. She was better, but again, being too green. She's too green.
See, I don't like that because if I don't care if I'm green or not. If I'm better than you, I'm better than you.
I'm going. All I'm doing is going to NXT. I'm not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Yeah. No. It's the truth. It's not like. It's not like I'm going straight to the main card. I'm going to NXT, and all honesty, I feel as though she would have did well on NXT. Like I feel like the other girl she picked, like I wanted to call her Dallas Cowboys cheerleader because that's what she looked like. She always wore blue. She was way better. Like she was trash to me.
She was just athletic,
but so was the other one.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
You ain't say nothing wrong.
Yeah. Now with the dudes,
Booker T was pissed.
With the dudes,
Booker T did get fucked in the situation. No, Booker T did get messed up in the situation though. To me, Booker T has. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Booker T had the best 2 men wrestlers out of everybody. He had the best 2 men wrestlers. You agree or disagree with that?
I agree to an extent.
Okay, all right. So what you about to say?
Jasper Troy was way better than
yes.
Anthony Lucas.
Yeah, you said Anthony Luke.
Yeah, way better.
Jasper Troy is a better character.
Yo, Jasper Troy showed real him beginning of what they stare off basically.
Bro, do you understand? So think about this, right? Jasper Troy actually developed character throughout this whole show.
Yes,
and he took what the coaches told him and he incorporated it. Remember when he was in that match and he was getting chopped? And they was like, "Yo, don't wear a shirt."
Right
now, he don't wear a shirt. He taking in the business the way you supposed to take it in.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Luke, and I'm happy to God they brought this up. When he did the spine buster, he said, "Who did he look like, Undertaker?" He said, "The Rock." I said, "Thank you, thank you, thank you."
Say it the whole time.
He's a poor version of Rocky Maivia. I ain't even gonna say The Rock. I'm saying Rocky Maivia.
Yeah.
And his entrance, whatever he's doing when he go like this, what is this, bro? What is he doing, bro? What he cracking his back? What is he doing?
No, I don't know. He tripping though. But either way, I'm happy. No, I was over him a long time ago though.
I've been over him.
Yeah, I felt it's too gimmicky. You trying too hard, bro. It's like
too hard.
You're not
The Rock too bad.
You're not that good, bro. Like you don't really have a Then he don't know if he want to be a babyface. He don't know if he want to be a heel. He could never figure his character out.
And that's what I believe. When you look at him, yes, he looks like he's gonna be great on paper.
Just confidence in that part,
which is good. You gotta have confidence.
But at the same time, his confidence didn't necessarily pan out into competence. So that makes sense.
No, you're right. You're saying I'm wrong.
You know what I mean? Like, and so it didn't work with me. I was never sold with him.
Yeah, Jasper Troy, I could see him coming into TNA, NXT. Hey, he could go to TNA too. NXT, and you know what move I want him to pick up though? Honestly, the Abyss Black Hole Slam. I think it fits him perfectly.
A spinning sidewalk slams, all it is.
I don't care. The Abyss.
Hell, you know a move everybody need to really be doing right now.
Don't get it wrong, his finisher was dope though.
The Deep Six.
Yeah.
Or the End of Days.
That's the same damn move. End of Days and the goddamn Abyss Black Hole Slam. Think about it. Oh, that's okay.
End of Days. And then the Deep Six is when you spinning around kind of like a, you know what I'm saying?
Similar to the Black Hole Slam.
Kinda.
It was the overtime?
Oh, except you have them up around the neck, not necessarily around like right around your body. Yeah.
I think he adapt one of them moves. I mean, the finisher that he did was good. I liked it. I mean, too close to the tombstone, but
now about the other men that
we want to go. What team? You want to go to?
Freaking Team Taker.
The real deal, Holyfield.
I really feel though he should have picked the Holyfield Warrior. I feel like again, Elijah Holyfield had the look, had the presence, had the aura,
and picked it up very quickly.
But that's ultimately the reason why they don't choose. Like like I said, Taker's his reasoning. You knew it was going to be that reason.
Okay, so this is what I say, and it had nothing to do with Taker, Mickey, Booker T, and Bubba Ray. Don't put a person on the show that just literally signing on a piece of paper 2 days before the show starts. Don't put them on the show because that's the easy cop-out answer that these judges can use not to pick them.
And it was the easiest one for them to do. I didn't like it.
We potentially lost. Now we all know they still are signing the company, so they ain't. We gonna see these people,
right?
But if this was a true elimination, we would have lost out on Elijah Holyfield. This was true elimination, and we would have lost out on Bailey Humphrey. Two people that me and Matt believe. Give it time. Now, of course, Elijah got to learn, the ins and outs a little bit more and find his true character. Mm-hmm. And I'm happy he's not going with the boxer character, meaning coming out looking like his daddy in boxing shorts and stuff. I'm happy he went a different route because it would have been so easy to come out. I'm the real deal Holyfield, and that would have been corny, and it wouldn't have lasted long. So I'm happy he went with this warrior. He got to clean it up a little bit, but it's literally his first gimmick. So I mean. The greatest of all times has several gimmicks, so until they find that right one.
For sure. But yeah. Elijah Holyfield not getting picked hurt my feelings. I feel like he's better. He was better than Shiloh.
Yes.
I feel like Shiloh was definitely forced from the beginning.
You made that point very known to me.
Yeah, he was definitely forced. He had the first 3 matches were all him. And I don't think he won but one.
I mean, the wins and losses don't really matter.
They don't. But at the same time, it just didn't make sense for me to.
Yeah, you talking about just constantly showcasing them? I got you.
They really did. Now, Bubba's options between Drake and BJ.
We knew who they was picking for the show. You got to pick BJ.
Yeah,
for the show.
BJ again. People are going to pay to see you get punched in the face. Makes sense.
Now, seeing the previews for the next show, what Bubba's asking Joshua Troy to do to him is Bill Goldberg against William Regal back in the day. Blow him up. Bubba wants to expose him.
I'd rather it be Shiloh versus maybe Chris. Yeah, that's what it is. Anyways, it's Shiloh versus Chris Island.
Yeah, Shiloh versus Chris Island, and then you got
that's
Jasper Troy versus BJ.
Chris
Island and the other boy,
Troy Yearwood.
Troy Underwood.
Yearwood.
Listen, I agree with was it Taker or Bubba? Both of them should have got eliminated, and keep me Booker T. Both of them, cause I didn't get no. I'd have kept what's it called, Luke.
Anthony Luke. You would have kept him.
I'd have kept him if I'd eliminated both of her men. Yeah, hell yeah.
You could neither one of them. You could give me Cutler James. You could give me Cutler James back. But go ahead.
He already on NXT. He ain't worried about it. Nah, when it comes down to it, I just felt like neither one of them connected.
No, their match was probably the most boring one on the list.
And my man came out in the jean shorts and like, bro, what the F, man? They told y'all this was WrestleMania-esque for y'all, and you come out looking like
came out the wrong outfit because it said you got the wrong things and sent to them. But I'm like, why you didn't wrestle in shorts the first time? You could just wrestle in underwear again.
Like, yeah, I didn't get it. Neither one of it. And the other one who stayed, he don't do no better to me.
Chris Island.
Yeah, I don't care for him either. I don't see the personality in him.
No.
Of course, you see he's athletic and stuff like that, but
so was Yearwood. Yearwood was on there. Was on the top of each list in the back.
Right. So at the end of the day, yeah, it just So next week we got
Mickey's team lost for a reason. Let me just say that now. Mickey James' team lost for a reason.
Oh yeah, she lost because she's not gonna be on the show next year.
That too, but it's just for simple fact, it's like her superstars weren't necessarily. You didn't really get anything from them, honestly, except the one, Serena. Like she was the only one that I really liked on her team. Everybody else is kind of just boring.
Yeah, you could have eliminated Mickey James' team, and you would have still had the regular show.
You kid gave me Bailey Humphrey as another one just to make it. I really thought Taker was going to keep her anyway.
I thought it, but I just that Olympic gold medal bullshit.
Yeah, no, I understand it totally.
Yeah, so we got 2 more episodes of that, and then that's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good show. Like me and Matt already said earlier in our shows, it's coming back without Mickey. We're gonna have the husband and wife duo on that joint.
I'm not mad at that at all.
I think that actually brings another dynamic to the show.
As it should.
Yeah, it will. I just hope it don't get too cheesy.
Right. No, I will say. I mean, the guests that they had on there, you can only imagine who they would have next.
Yeah, we had Punk, we had AJ, we had Gunther, we had
Michelle.
We got somebody else we missing. We had Bubba, Devon.
Right.
We had Devon.
And that was it.
So yeah, I mean, we had some nice guests. Like Matt said, I mean, we probably get a Jey Uso.
We probably get a Roman. Gotta get a Roman. They'll probably get a Paul Heyman next time.
Gotta get a Paul Heyman. Somebody that with the communication, the talking.
Mm-hmm.
Paul. Yeah, that would be. Ooh, you get man.
You might not get a Jey Uso, but you need to have a Paul. You need to have a Roman.
You gotta have a bloodline in there. Yeah.
You could probably do.
Okay. Now I know this wouldn't happen. How would you feel if Zilla went to LFG?
I wouldn't be mad. Again, get him polished, get him right. But I feel as though he'll probably go and evolve. He'll go and evolve.
Yeah, he above that. I think he's above that though.
He'll go and evolve. Because evolve is at least the next step. Say the next step from evolve is of course NXT, but you get what I'm saying.
I think he goes straight to NXT. I don't think he goes.
He probably will go straight to NXT.
He go to the Performance Center to NXT.
Right, exactly.
Yep. But listen. With that being said, this episode number 55 of the RocBoys Wrestling Podcast. Yes, we are live on YouTube. You probably will see us more live on YouTube. We'll see y'all. We doing the show tomorrow night. What are we doing?
Tomorrow night.
After Backlash.
Oh, shit. I be forgetting.
Backlash tomorrow, bro.
I be forgetting, bro. Yeah, it's just crazy how, like, I was already talking to my nephews earlier. They were like, yeah. I'm like, y'all, school? Like, yeah, let's get back from spring break. I'm like spring break literally had Mania. That was like, what, a couple weeks ago?
That was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, now we're already back here then?
Mm-hmm.
Another PLE?
Another PLE. We had another one in 2 weeks. Well, we had a Saturday main event in 2 weeks. Well, then no, 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they PLE us to death right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Denver pulled it off tonight. Oh, snap.
They did?
Yeah, they pulled it off. 113 to 104 in overtime.
Good stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I said, this is episode number 55. I'm your boy Dave C.O. Coles.
Hey, it's the podcast Savage himself. I'm not going to say anything crazy tonight. I'm just going to let the show end.
We'll holler at y'all maybe tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.